Every year, Skyrim modding becomes more impressive, and 2025 is no different. So let's take a look at some of the most insane new mods being created, starting with ENB Frame Generation. This mod is huge and allows you to essentially double your FPS when using an ENB, making your gameplay feel a lot smoother and more stable. The reason this mod is such an achievement is because for years people have been struggling to get decent performance when using an ENB, especially on older hardware. But now with this mod, it really opens up the accessibility and gives this option to everyone. For me personally, the only issue was a noticeable flickering at the bottom of my screen, but I'm not 100% sure why this was happening. Otherwise, the massive boost in performance with smooth gameplay and reduced stuttering was well worth it. The same author has also created a similar function for those who use the community shaders, again providing a great service to the modding community, all for free. Next, we have two new armor mods that have caught my eye. The first is called the Master Thief Armor, which is a lore-friendly thief-inspired light armor similar to the Thieves Guild outfit. In fact, you can use this mod to replace the original guild armor if you wish. The mod comes in 3 different colors and is suitable for both male and female characters, but overall is a fantastic looking new outfit for Skyrim. The other fantastic armor mod is called the Ancient Imperial Armor, which adds 2 new armor sets as well as a sword and shield to the game. The armor has an ancient metal aesthetic in the style of the Imperial Legion, and again not only looks fantastic, but feels very lore friendly as well. Moving on, we have possibly the craziest new mod in this list, called Nyx's Floating Islands of Whiterun, which adds a series of floating land masses over the Whiterun plains. These islands are purely for aesthetic purposes to add some atmosphere and a sense of mystery to your game. While I'm sure this mod won't be everyone's cup of tea, it does add a pretty cool point of difference and style even just for a playthrough or 2. Up next, we have 3 new interface mods all by the same author, JP Steele, starting with the Quest Journal Overhaul, which as the name implies will overhaul the Skyrim Quest Journal, adding new features such as quest categories to differentiate between main, side and faction quest lines, location tracking so you can directly open the map already centered on the quest marker, and even the option to hide a completed quest. This mod ultimately brings the Skyrim questing journal up to more modern standards. The second UI mod is called Tween Menu Overhaul, which again will simply overhaul the Skyrim Tween menu to allow for more ease of use and additional shortcuts to certain menus. There are 2 options here, where you can choose between the classic version, which will keep the menu in the same style as the original, or the alternative version, which will completely change it to a menu along the bottom of your screen. The choice is up to you, but both have the exact same features. And the third UI mod is simply called Favorite Menu Effects Description, which very simply will display the description of certain items or spells in your favorites menu, so you don't have to guess what they do. This is just a simple change, but a nice quality of life addition nonetheless. Another new fantastic interface mod is called Modex, a Mod Explorer. This game-changing mod adds a completely new interface to the game that includes a huge variety of features, including the function to add any modded item to your inventory, such as new armor and weapons, spawn any NPC at your location, ranging from bandits to a boss-like dragon priest, or the ability to teleport your character to any location on the map. This kind of mod is a massive help when trying out new mods with new items and locations, or for doing some bug testing. It's also a great tool if you just want to mess around with a shiny new weapon you just installed. The UI is also very easy to use, with the ability to search and add filters, allowing for a very intuitive experience. Next is a new combat mod called Awakened Combat AI, which makes NPCs far more aggressive in combat. Often in Skyrim, the enemies can be very passive, whether due to the base game or because of other mods you have installed, and ultimately makes combat feel very slow, as if they are waiting for you to attack first rather than taking the initiative. This mod changes that, making enemy behavior far more aggressive as they rush you down and challenge you at every turn. This, in my opinion, makes combat more exciting, forcing you to adapt as well as taking on multiple enemies at once, a far more challenging prospect. Regarding compatibility, this mod does alter the NPC AI, so will be incompatible with other mods that do the same thing, such as enhanced enemy AI. Up next, we have two new amazing magic mods, starting with the Immersive Illusion Spells add-on, which adds 16 new illusion spells to the game. Illusion magic is probably the most underutilized, but also the most powerful magic skill in Skyrim, so these new spells are a welcome addition. The new spells range from the novice spell Distraction, which will distract nearby enemies with a sound, to the master spell Mind Control, which allows you to take full control of a target's body, for example a city guard, where you can then commit any crime you want without any consequence. All the spells are for the most part immersive and expand your dark art skills in unique and satisfying ways. A couple of my favorites include the Masquerade spell, which allows you to disguise yourself as someone else, essentially stealing their face, or the Tremor spell, forcing your enemy to drop their weapon mid-combat. It also features the optional Blink spell, inspired from Dishonored, which allows you to rapidly teleport around a short distance. Overall, this spell pack is fantastic and adds a lot of flavour to the game. And the other new magic mod is called Runemaster Magic. This very unique mod adds several new powers to the game that allow you to empower your weapons with a burst of magic. How it works is you need to craft what's called runestones first, which can be done at any forge using soul gems. These runestones act as a kind of currency that let you then cast these new powers and enchant your weapon attacks. These powers are very strong, ranging from a one-off burst of damage to making your target fall over and drop their weapon. My personal favourite being the Stunning Blast power, which empowers your weapon for 30 seconds, adding extra damage and a light stagger. The visuals of this mod are also spectacular, with beautiful rune-like symbols circling your weapon. Now at first I was a little skeptical of this mod because of the convoluted system, but after trying it out my opinion has completely changed. It's a lot of fun and doesn't rely on your magica pool, so it's great for a warrior or a spell sword archetype. Up next we have a couple of quality of life immersion mods, starting with Exit Sneak on Sprint, which allows you to exit sneak by pressing the sprint key. Normally you would have to press the sneak button again separately and then start sprinting, so this is just a nice quality of life change that saves you a bit of time and feels more natural. It's also great when you get caught sneaking where you shouldn't and you can start sprinting straight away. The other small immersion mod is called AutoHorse, which allows you to make your horse move automatically to a custom location on the map. This is a similar feature in other games that lets you sit back, relax and enjoy the view. The horse will only move at a running speed, so it's not fast by any means, but still a very nice immersion building mod nonetheless. And that's it for some new and amazing mods for your Skyrim journey. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you again next time. Happy modding everyone!